Hi my girls, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I have a very juicy 30-minute glute sculpt for you today. Ankle weights are optional. I've popped mine on, so if you do have a set of ankle weights at home, go and grab them, pop them on, and we're gonna get straight into it. So starting off, lying all the way down on your back. We're just going to cactus through the arms to open up through the chest, bringing the soles to the outer edges of your mat, gently flopping those knees from side to side, making sure you've got the feet as wide apart as possible to get the most out of this stretch. We're going to go last one to each side. Beautiful. And then bringing the knees up through center, we're going to draw the left ankle over the right knee. And then we're just gently going to flop that shape through our legs over towards the right until the sole of the left foot meets the floor. Bringing the gaze over to your left arm, just breathing through that nice stretch and that rotation. Good, slowly bringing it up through center, releasing that left leg, taking the right ankle over the left knee, same thing on the other side, bringing your gaze over to that right arm. Beautiful work. All right, let's bring it all the way up through center, releasing that right leg, giving those knees a nice hug in, give your body a little rock from side to side. We are going to get started with some bridging today. So, soles of the feet will find the mat at about hip distance apart. For our bridging, guys, really important that your feet are close enough towards your glutes that you can tap your heels with your hands. So if you have your feet too far out in our bridge work, you're going to feel it mostly through your hamstrings. So you want to make sure they're nice and close in so we can really get into the glutes. Beautiful. We're going to take a nice deep breath in to prepare. On your exhale, you're going to start to tuck and roll through your pelvis, slowly peeling your spine one vertebrae at a time up into your bridge. We pause for a moment and squeeze through the glutes at the top, and then we slowly melt it all the way back down, rolling through the spine. Good, guys. On your next exhale, again, we slowly roll it all the way up. So in this first layer, I really want you to focus on moving with the breath. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, roll down. Nice and slow, just warming up into the body. We're going to go for another 3 with this articulation. Beautiful. Final 2. Stunning, guys. Rolling down for your last time. We roll all the way up. We're going to hold it lifted. Squeeze through the glutes, press the heels into the mat and engage your core. Let's raise those arms up towards the ceiling. Palms will face each other. We're going to now hinge through the hips, lowering down through a flat back. Nice big breath in. Exhale, charge up through your glutes, pressing your heels into the mat. Beautiful. We really focus on that strong contraction of the glutes to lift. Use that mind to muscle connection. Squeeze those glutes on as you lift your hips up. Making sure we're keeping the core engaged. You don't want to flare through the ribs here. It's a super controlled movement. Keep reaching those arms. We are adding on in another 3. Keep exhaling to lift for 2. Beautiful, guys. Exhale, lift, meet me at the top. Slowly with control, march your left leg to tabletop, point through the toes. Slowly lower it down to the mat and then drop the hips, tailbone taps the mat. Exhale, lift. March that left leg to tabletop. Place it back down with control, and then you can drop your hips down. So every movement is super controlled, super slow. You want to have the majority of your weight through that right heel on the mat, getting that right glute ready to support all of our weight. You have another 4 like this. Beautiful, guys. Last 3. Can you squeeze that right glute a little bit harder for your final 2 here? Good. Last 1. We lift all the way up. March that left leg to tabletop. Keep the hips lifted. Tap the toes to the mat. Bring it to tabletop. Tap the toes to the mat. Good, guys. Keep squeezing through that right glute. Pressing through that right heel. You are here for 6. Good. Last 5. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. Last 4. Reach those fingertips nice and long. Final 3, for 2. Last 1, bring the leg to tabletop. Let's lower the palms down to the mat. We lower the hips down. Big inhale. Exhale, push all the way back up through that single leg bridge. Left leg stays in tabletop the whole time now. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. You are squeezing that right glute, pressing through that right heel. Remembering, if you're feeling this in your hamstring instead of your glute, you need to bring your right heel closer in towards your body. If you're feeling it too much through your quad, you need to shuffle the foot a little bit further away. We are adding on in 2. Good. Hold it lifted on this next one. With control, you're going to stretch that left leg out long until your knees are in line with each other. Draw it back into tabletop, lower the hips. Exhale, lift. Extend that leg, point your toes, draw it back to tabletop, drop those hips down. Right glute should be firing up. Mine definitely is. Good, guys. When you extend that leg, I want you to imagine that someone is pulling your toes. We focus on length. We are layering on in 4. Press those palms into the mat to support you. 3. Good, guys. Layering on in 2. Stunning. All right, on your next one, we lift. You extend the leg. Draw it back to tabletop. Take 1 toe tap. Back to tabletop, then you lower. We lift. Extend. Bring the leg back to tabletop. Take that toe tap. Back to tabletop, and then we lower. I'm low-key fighting for my life right now. Extend. Bring it to tabletop. Tap. Lift, lower. Stay with me. Push through that burn in your right glute. You just have 4 before we hold it lifted. Moving with control like you're moving through thick honey. Last 3. Good, guys. You have 2. Do not give up now. Stunning. On this next one, you are going to lift up. Let's reach the arms up, final push. We extend, bend it in, take the toe tap. Lift, extend, bend, toe tap. Keep engaging your core. Lift your hips higher, squeeze that right glute. You have 6. Stay with me. Last 5. I regret putting these ankle weights on. Final 4. Keep breathing for 3. Good, guys. Final 2. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. All right, last one. Bring the leg to tabletop. Pulse your hips up. For 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly melt it down. Oh my God. Okay, give that right knee a hug in. Take a few circles. We're going to continue to work the right glute before we do our bridging on the other side. So slowly making your way up, you're going to rest on your left forearm. Just make sure that you have got your left elbow directly under the shoulder for me. From here, we're going to stack the hips, knees, and ankles. You are going to flex strongly through that right foot. You can bring the right hand to the hip or the mat, whatever's comfortable for you. All right, big breath in. Exhale, we work that 90-90 clam. So you peel that knee open, slowly close it down with control. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Try to keep the ankle and the knee in line with each other as you move through here. You don't want the ankle to drop down like this. You want it to all lift up on that nice 90-degree angle. Good, guys. Keep breathing through it. I know that right glute has already been through a lot, especially if you've got ankle weights on. All right, we are adding on in 4, in 3, good guys, 2, fabulous. On this next one, we lift. Keep that strong flex through your foot, extend the leg long, leading with the heel, bend it in, close it down. Exhale, lift, extend, bend, close. You want to make sure that leg is lifted at least at hip height. Keeping the toes peeling back towards the shin. Beautiful. We're going for 4. Good, guys. Meeting me with the leg lifted in 3, 2. All right, on this next one, we lift it up. We extend, we bend, we extend straight back out. So we are no longer lowering the knees together. Keep that leg lifted nice and high, moving with control. Good, you have 5, 4, we're not even close to being finished. 3, 2, good, last one, extend. Keep that foot flexed, tap it down to the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Lots of control on the way up and the way down. We are not swinging the leg. It is a controlled lift and lower. Pull your left ear away from the left shoulder. Good. Let's go for 6. Holding it lifted in 5. Keep flexing your foot. Last 4, 3, 2. Good, guys. Last one, lift. Point your toes, sweep the leg forward, flex your foot, sweep it back. Point, sweep forward, flex, sweep back. Stunning, guys. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, sweep back. Keep that leg lifted in line with your hip. You have 6. Good. Last 5. For 4. Stay with me. Final 3. I think my leg is going to fall off. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Point your toes, sweep it forward. Angle the toes down towards the floor and pulse it out. For 6. Big pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2. Do not drop that leg down. Sweep it back. Flex your foot. Pulse it up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower it down. Give that glute a nice little tap out. All right, let's do that bridging on the other side. Take a rest if you need to. Grab a drink. Pause me when you're ready. Let's come lying all the way back down. We get to do it all over again. So fun. All right, guys, we're going to go in with that bridge and the march of the right leg to tabletop this time. So let's stretch those arms up. We lift. With control, we march the right leg to tabletop. Place it back down. Hinge through the hips, tailbone taps the mat. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Bring that leg to tabletop. Place it down with control. Drop those hips. Beautiful work, guys. At least we're giving that right glute a little bit of a rest now. All right, we're just going for 5 before we hold it lifted. Keep reaching those arms nice and long. Final 4. Remember, we are engaging the core the whole time here. Last 3. Keep squeezing that left glute, pressing the left heel into the mat. Final 2. Good, guys. Last 1, we lift to hold. You just work those toe taps, tapping and lifting through those right toes. Can we reach those fingertips longer? Lift that left glute higher. You have 5, 4, leg to tabletop in 3. Good, in 2. Beautiful. Bring the leg to tabletop. Place the hands down to the mat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift through that single leg bridge. Tap and lift. Beautiful work, guys. Can we make sure our hip bones are in line with each other, even though we've got one of our legs in tabletop? Use that strong engagement through your core to support you. Beautiful. Keep using the breath. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. You might be able to hear my left knee popping every time I lower. So sorry about that. We are adding on in 3, in 2. Good, guys. On this next one, lift to hold. We stretch that right leg out long. The knees will come in line with each other. Draw it back into tabletop with control. Drop it down. Exhale, lift. Lengthen. Bring it back to tabletop. Drop it down. Remember, it's like someone is pulling on our toes. Length through the leg. This is where it starts to get really spicy. We are adding on in 4. Good, guys. Keep moving with control. Last 3 like this. Good. Final 2. Beautiful, guys. On this next one, we lift. We extend the leg. We draw it back to tabletop, tap the toes down, lift the leg, lower the hips. Oh my God. Lift, extend the leg. Bring it back to tabletop, tap the toes, lift the leg, lower the hips. Really separate the movements, so keep it controlled. We want lots of time under tension for that left glute. We are nearly there, I promise. You've just got 5 like this before we hold it lifted to finish. Keep engaging your core. Final 4. Exhale, lift. Extend, bend, tap, lift, lower. Last 3. Beautiful, guys. We are nearly there. I'm telling myself just as much as I'm telling you. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Let's lift all the way up. Reach those arms to the ceiling for your last big push. We extend, bend, tap, lift. Extend, bend, tap, lift for 4. Stay with me. We are pulsing in 3. Can you lift your hips higher? Final 2. Breathe through it. Good, guys. Last 1. Finish it off. Bring that leg to tabletop. We pulse it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Melt it down. Oh my God. Give that left leg a hug in. Take some circles through the knee. We've got that side lying. So when you're ready, making your way up, we're going to rest down. My God, my whole left leg is cramping. We're going to rest down on our right forearm. Make sure the elbows underneath the shoulders Again, guys, we stack the hips, knees, ankles, bringing that left hand to wherever's comfortable for you, either the hip or the floor. Flexing through that top foot, we start off nice and easy, just with that 90-90 clam, and then we slowly lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. I really want you to think about using the glute to lift the leg. So intentionally squeezing that left glute as you lift the leg. Beautiful. Keep flexing that left foot. Good, guys. Let's go for 5 before we add on. Last 4. For 3. 2. Good. We lift. We extend. Lead with the heel. Bend. Lower it down. Exhale, lift. Extend. Draw that heel to the back corner of your mat. Bend it in and then lower it down. Always moving with control. Good, guys. We're going for 5 before we remove the close down of the knees. Stunning. Last 4. You've got another 3. Make sure your top hip isn't dropping back. Hips are still stacked. Last 2. Good, guys. The next time you lift, we just extend, bend, extend, bend. Make sure that leg is lifted at least at hip height. You are leading with your heel. Good. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, bring it in. Flex that foot. You have 5. Meeting me with that leg long in 4. Keep pushing. You are stronger than you think. Last 3. Good. For 2. Beautiful, guys. Last 1. We extend. Keep that foot flexed. Tap it down. Exhale, lift it up. Oh my God, the temptation just to leave the foot on the mat. Keep exhaling to lift. Inhaling to lower. Flex your foot and breathe. Let's go for 6. We are holding it lifted in 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, guys. Lift it up. Point your toes. Sweep it forward. Flex your foot. Sweep it back. Point your toes. Sweep it forward. Flex your foot, sweep it back. Your leg is lifted at least at hip height. You are inhaling to sweep forward, exhaling to sweep back. Don't let that top hip drop back. You've got 5. Meeting me with the leg out in front in 4. Stay with me. Last 3. For 2. Good, guys. Last 1. Sweep it forward. Angle your toes to the floor. Oh my God. And pulse. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Sweep it back. Pulse it up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Melt it down. Give that glute a little bit of love, a little shake out. We're going to finish off nice and strong with some standing work today. When you're ready, just make your way into a 4-point kneel. Work through a few cat-cows just to reset. Drop the belly, open the chest, lift the gaze. Inhale, exhale, round through the spine. Gaze comes to the belly button. We're just going for 3 rounds of breath here. Good. 2. Beautiful. Final 1. All right, meet me with a neutral spine. We're going to tuck the toes to the mat, pike the hips up, slowly walking the hands back towards the feet. You can take a slight bend through the knees, rolling all the way up. Roll those shoulders out. All right. We're going to start off with the feet just a bit wider than hip distance apart. You can bring your hands to your chest. We're going to come through a nice squat here, squatting it down, and then lifting all the way up. Good, squat it down, press through those heels, lift all the way up. Beautiful, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. All right, we are adding on in 5. Keep breathing, last 4, 4, 3, good, final 2. Beautiful, guys. The next time you drop it down, we're going to add on. Staying steady through that right leg, you're going to step your left leg out. In. Stay low, step the right leg out. In, and then you can stand. Drop it straight back down. Left leg. Good. Right leg. Beautiful. And then we stand. All of your weight is through your heels. Try to see if you can flex your toes, lifting them up off the mat, sticking your bum back behind you in those squats. Beautiful work, guys. Make sure you're not rounding through the upper spine as you start to fatigue. Keep that chest proud, shoulders wide. Stunning. All right. We are adding on. As you step out, you raise the arms. Hands to chest as you step in. Out, in, stand. Good. Out, in. Out, in. Lift it all the way up. Keep breathing. Beautiful, guys. We are just going for 6. Good, holding it low in 5. Stunning, last 4. Good, guys. Final 3, we're nearly there. Out, in, last 2. Beautiful. Last one, we're going to hold it down. Step it out. In, out, in, stay low. Last big push, you have 4. We are pulsing in 3. Stay with me. Last 2. Good, guys. Last 1, step it in, hands to chest, pulse it out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Stand all the way up. We're going to come to the back of the mat. Slowing everything down. Let's roll those shoulders back. And then we're going to take a nice deep inhale. Wave those arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Roll all the way down. Find a gentle pedal out of the legs. And then slowly let the hands meet the mat. Walk yourself all the way out into that downward dog. From here, guys, we come back into that pedal out of the legs, bending and extending through one knee at a time. You can really make it a whole body movement. Let the hips and the shoulders sway. Let's go last one each side. And then we're going to draw both heels down towards the mat. Slowly start to lift through that left leg so that you can step it forwards to the outside of the left hand. From here, maybe finding a little rock back and forth. Maybe a press out on that left knee. Just whatever feels good for you. Really getting into that left glute and left hip. Beautiful, guys. Right hand plants firmly into the mat. Let's lift that left arm up, coming into that rotation. Let your gaze follow. Bring that left hand all the way down. Step it back into that downward dog. Again, finding that pedal out and release through the legs. Before you start to rise through that right leg so that you can step it forward. Again, finding whatever movement feels good for you here. You might want to lower down to your forearms. Little rock back and forth, side to side. Maybe a gentle press out on that right knee. Planting that left hand firmly to the mat. Let's peel that right arm up. Let your gaze follow. And then slowly bringing the right hand back down to the mat. One last time. We press back into that downward dog, finding that final pedal out through the legs. Beautiful. Let's find stillness, drawing both heels down towards the mat before we slowly start to ripple and roll all the way forward, coming through your high plank, dropping the pelvis, opening the chest, lifting the gaze, untucking the toes. Good, guys, dropping that left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. And then coming through center to the other side. We're gonna go one more time each way. Stunning. And then slowly bending through the knees, drawing the sit bones towards the heels, pressing back into that child's pose. Lengthening out through the body, reaching those fingertips nice and long. And then slowly coming all the way up, meeting me in a comfortable seated position. We're going to finish off today with a nice deep breath all together. So nice big breath in, wave those arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, throw it all the way. One last time, we inhale, lengthen through the body. On your exhale, draw those hands down through heart center. Give yourself some love for showing up today, for moving your body. Give your body some love for what it just did for you. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed that booty burn. I was low-key fighting for my life, so I hope you were too, and I hope you enjoyed. Just a reminder that premium memberships to my channel will open up this coming Sunday. I'll be posting some more details about that soon. And we have our 25-day challenge starting January 1st. I love you all very much. I am so grateful for you all. Thank you for trusting me through your fitness journey. I will see you very soon. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.